You applied in Federal University Lokoja and you don't know a thing about the school. Let's take for a moment to reflect. But don't fret because I got you covered. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything that you need to know about the Federal University Lokoja. In case you don't know, my name is Genesis Oshedu, a 300 level medical student of the Federal University Lokoja. And today, I'm going to be giving you guys all the details about the school. If you are a 2026 applicant and you picked Federal University Lokoja as your first choice, there are different things that you need to know about this school. Let's dive into the main deal for today. Alright, so in case you guys see me looking down, it's because I have my notes here. So I wrote down everything that I'm going to be talking about in this video, and that will be the reason for me looking down. So I have 6 things that I'm going to be talking about. So the first one is a little bit details about the school. I'm also going to be talking about the course offered in the school. I'm going to be talking about the application processes, the cut-off mark, the school fee, and the hostel fee. So these are the things that I'll be talking about in this video. Now let's dive. The first one is the details about details about Federal University Lokoja. So from the name, it already gave it out. It's a federal owned school and it's located in Lokoja, that is the capital of Kogi State. The Federal University Lokoja has 2 campuses. We have the Adankolo campus and then the Filele campus. So the Adankolo campus is the College of Health and the Filele campus is the permanent site. So for the Adankolo campus, that is where you have medicine, you have nursing and MLS. These are the courses offered in the College of Health. While in Filele campus, which is the permanent site, you have other courses such as law, accounting, mass communication, pharmacy, microbiology, biochemistry, and the rest of them. So Federal University Lokoja was established in 2011, and then the current Vice Chancellor of Federal University Lokoja is Professor Benga Solomon Igile. I hope I got that pronunciation right. And also the DVC academic is Professor Saliu Danla Mimusa, and then the DVC administration is Professor Jacqueline Azumi Badaki. So this is a little bit information about the Federal University Lokoja. So the next one is the courses offered in Federal University Lokoja. Basically, I can't list all the courses, but I think the few ones are, just like I've said, medicine, nursing, MLS, microbiology, biochemistry, law, accounting, mass communication, political science, computer science, computer education, I'm trying to remember, political science, economics, geology, and the rest of them. I think I'm going to attach a picture of all the courses offered in Federal University Lokoja. Mind you, Federal University Lokoja has 13 faculties. Yes, it has 13 faculties. We have the social sciences, management sciences, College of Health, Faculty of Science, and the rest of them. Yes. All right. Now the application process. So how do you apply for Federal University Lokoja? So basically, after writing your JAM, you just have to go to the portal. I think I'm going to drop the link to the portal of the school below in my comment section. So you just click on the portal and then you apply. So basically you pay a fee of 2,000 naira, and then I think you have to verify your WAEC results. You have to verify your WAEC results. You have to put down all the relevant courses. That is the 5 relevant courses. So if you are a science student, your 5 relevant courses are chemistry, biology, physics, mathematics, and English. So those are the courses you upload during your post-UTME registration. So after that, a screening process will be conducted. Now, how is this screening process conducted? So for the Federal University Lokoja, they make use of your JAM and your WAEC results to conduct this screening process, and then you get your aggregate score. So your JAM. So Federal University Lokoja use the 60-40 system. So the your JAM result is over 60, while your WAEC result is over 40.
Okay, let's say for example, students have 240 over 400 in JAM. So what the school is going to do is that they are going to divide that 240 by 400. So it will be 240 divided by 400, which will give you 0.6. So they are going to multiply that 0.6 by 60, and then the final result will be 36 over 60. So automatically, that person has 36 over 60 in JAM.
For your O level, A1 is 8, B2 is 7, B3 is 6, C4 is 5, and C5 is 4, C6 is 3. So these are the grade for your O level. So let's say for example you have A1, you have B2, you have C5, you have C6. Like I've said, A1 is 8, B2 is 7, B3 is 6, C4 is 5 mark, C5 is 4 marks, and C6 is 3 marks. Yes. So another thing you need to note is that they make use of your 5 relevant courses. So those subjects, sorry, I'm using course because I don't know, this course have entered my head. So they make use of your 5 relevant subjects. So as a science student, just like I've said, you are going to provide them with chemistry, physics, mathematics, English, and also biology. Yes, so they make use of these 5 subjects to calculate your O level result. So just look for those 5 relevant subjects that is peculiar to your course, and that is what they are going to use for your screening process. So overall, they grade the aggregate over 100. So after plussing your JAM, the JAM results that you got plus the O level, so they sum it together and it's over 100, and that is how you get your aggregate score. Right, I think that for the application process. So you just go to the portal and then you apply. It's a post-UTME portal. You just go there, you apply, you pay 2,000 naira. And note, please, you must have applied for Federal University Lokoja as your first choice. They don't accept second choice. So if you put them as a second choice, they are not going to accept you. So you must put them as a first choice. So if actually you want to come to the school, so put them as a first choice, and then you'll be allowed to register. All right, for the post-UTME. So now, okay, that brings me to the cut. So what is the cut-off mark for Federal University Lokoja? Now, for Federal University Lokoja, they have 2 cut-off marks. We have the JAM cut-off mark, and then we have the departmental cut-off mark. So the JAM cut-off mark is the general cut-off mark that you can be able to that you can use to apply for the school. So the JAM general cut-off mark is 160. So if you have 160 and above, you'll be allowed to apply. Cut-off mark just tells you that if you have 160 and above, you'll be able to apply for any course in Federal University Lokoja. But note, in the College of Health, there is an exception. So in College of Health, they have their own standard JAM cut-off mark that when you have it, you'll be able to apply. So for the general school, it's just 160. You'll be able to apply for any course at all. But for the College of Health, I think for medicine, you need to have 220 and above to be able to apply for their post-UTME. And then I think same thing with nursing science and MLS. So you need to get, okay, no. For medicine and nursing, you need to have 220 and above to be able to apply for their screening process. But for MLS, it's also 160. If you have 160 and above, you'll be able to apply. I think the same thing with pharmacy and law. You need to have 220 and above to be able to apply for the screening process. So that is that about that. So like I've said, 160 is the general cut-off mark. So if you have 160, you'll be able to apply for any course at all except the College of Health and also law and pharmacy. So for law, it's 220 and above. For pharmacy, it's 220 and above. For medicine, it's 220 and above. And for nursing, it's 220 and above. But for other courses, once you have 160 and above, you'll be allowed to register for their pursuit TME. Yes, so that is that about the JAM general cutoff mark. So now the departmental cutoff mark. So the departmental cutoff mark is released after they have conducted the screening process. Departmental cutoff mark is released after they have conducted all of this screening process. So I'm going to attach a video. That was last year cutoff mark, so I'm just going to attach it so that you get to see what I'm talking about. So I know for some other courses, I think for medicine the departmental cutoff mark was 77.50. So if you have 77.50, you'll be admitted for medicine. So that was the departmental cutoff mark for medicine after they have calculated your JAM score and then your O-level result. Yeah, so but I'm going to attach a video so you get to see what I'm talking about. Alright, so that is that about the cutoff mark. Now we move to the school fee. What is the school fee like in Federal University Lokoja? Yeah, so the school fee varies. So for Faculty of Arts, Social Science and Management Science, that is all those accounting, political science, mass communication, theater arts and the rest of them, their school fee is 117,500 naira. So if you are a student of any of these faculties, your school fee is 117,500 naira. And then for students under the Faculty of Science / Science Education, their school fees is 22,500. So if you are a student of microbiology, biochemistry, computer science and the rest of them, your school fee is 122,500 naira as a fresher, mind you. So for MBBS, yes, that is those who be studying medicine and surgery, their school fees is 285,500 naira. Yeah, 285,500 naira. And then for nursing and med lab, their school fees is 170,000 naira. So for pharmacy, they pay 233,000 naira, and then law pay 187,500 naira. So these are the school fees for the courses in Federal University Lokoja. So yeah, you should know which of them you are applying for and also the school fees that you are going to pay. So yeah, so I think I've done justice to the school fees, and now is the hostel. Yeah, so the hostel, we have the medical hostel located in Adankolo campus. Just like I've said, I told you guys that the Adankolo campus is the College of Health. So we have medical hostel, and then we also have the hostel in Felele campus also. So how is the hostel like? For Adankolo campus, you have the boys. You have just one boys hostel and one girls hostel. So for the boys hostel, there are a lot of rooms there. So I think it's 4 to a room. So it's 4 to a room. So for the hostel, they don't have a bunk. For each room, they don't have like a bunk. So the bed are just arranged like linearly, like parallel to each other. So you are entitled to your own wardrobe and your table and chair. So there is water in the hostel. There is also Wi-Fi, and what's other thing again? There's a common room. Yeah, there's a common room where you get to watch football or get to watch anything at all that you want to watch. There is actually a DSTV there, so any channel at all of your choice that you want to watch, you can watch it there. Yeah, so 4 to a room is always 4 to a room. So if you are studying any course under the College of Health, you are entitled to the hostel. And how much is the hostel for College of Health? Is 90,000 naira. So the College of Health, the hostel fee is 90,000 naira. So for the other campus, which is Felile campus, we also have hostel. There's also one boys hostel and one girls hostel. So for the boys hostel and also the girls hostel, they are just 4 people in a room, so there are 4 bunks. We have the up and down bunk. They are just 4 like that. So up and down bunk, up and down bunk, and there are just 4 people in a room. So you are entitled to your own table and chair, and also your wardrobe. I think they also have Wi-Fi in the hostel, and they also have water. And then there are toilets also. There are toilets. I think for a floor, for a particular floor, they have one general toilet that they share. So for Filile hostel, you pay one 130,000 naira. Yes, per session, mind you, per session. So you pay 130,000 naira per session. Same thing with the Adankolo hostel. You pay 90,000 naira per session. So if you are in 100 level, you are paying 90,000 for that whole 100 level. So even if 100 level span only 6 months, that is that your money has expired. You have to pay another one to renew the hostel fee. Is that taken? Yeah. So I think with this I've done justice to some salient points about Federal University Lokoja. So if there is anything at all that I didn't talk about in this video, you can drop it in the comment section. If at all there is anything that you want me to answer, you can also drop it in the comment section, and I'll try my best as possible to answer you guys. So thank you guys for the continuous support. Please and please, just like I always say in all of my videos, please ensure that you like this video, you comment, you share, at least to boost the algorithm, so that I get to meet those people that this video is for. So thank you guys, and I'm going to see you guys in another video. Bye.